Martial Peak. Episode 1. The journey to the Martial Peak is a lonely, solitary, and long one. In the face of adversity, you must survive and remain unyielding. Only then can you break through and continue on your journey to become the strongest. One day the lowly sweeper Yang Kai managed to obtain a black book, setting him on the road to the peak of the Martial's world. And the story of a legend begin. When the sky was bright, Yang Kai woke up, and after a little washing, he took the broom on the corner of the wall and walked out of the hut. Standing at the door and stretching, I glanced at the white fish that appeared on the horizon. I closed my eyes and enjoyed the peace of mind. Then I opened my eyes and danced the broom on my hands, burying my head and cleaning the dust and leaves on the ground. Great, let's begin. My name is Yang Kai. I am a disciple at Heaven Pavilion. I began training here 3 years ago, but I have only merely reached the tempered body 3rd stage. 3 years to reach tempered body 3rd stage. This is not even normal, it's just pathetically mediocre. Brothers and disciples who were accepted at the same time as I have far left this level and expanded their horizons to other renowned sections. This left me no choice but to accept a cleaning job in the sect while continuing my training. Heaven Pavilion is special because of the intense competition of its disciples. Over here, the strong will advance. The weak will be eliminated. This strict law has been implemented flawlessly for years. At other sects, at least still disciples extend a hand in friendship, but that's non-existent here. If you wish to climb high, you should literally be stepping on the shoulders of your brother disciples in training and trudge through their blood to be qualified. Heaven Pavilion has a rule: disciples aged 14 and below, regardless of their background, will take a probational 3 years to train. In these years, you are fully sponsored by the sect, so you are only required to train. If you can break through past the tempered body stage within the 3 years, then you'll be accepted into other renowned sects with admirable masters and become their disciples. But of course, you're allowed to train on your own if you wish to. This is one of the flexibilities of Heaven Pavilion. But for those who fail to break through, they will be forced to leave, or they'll be demoted to trial disciple. The entire Heaven Pavilion consists of 3,000 disciples, while the number of trial disciples can be counted on one hand. Comfort is not guaranteed. Even if you missed a meal or feel cold, no one will ever care. They've tried to evict me before, obviously I don't want that to happen again. We humans only have but a few decades of life. Since a choice has been made, one should stick to it. Giving up halfway is ridiculous. Isn't that Yang Kai? That's the trial disciple Yang Kai. To this day, he is still just at the tempered body 3rd stage. It's been 5 days since he was last challenged. Today is another chance to challenge him again. One against so many, that's not fair. Feel free to leave, no one is stopping you. Why is he seated? Is he meditating? Stop pushing Yang Kai. I'd suggest that you stop wasting your effort. Just obediently let me beat you up a bit, then we will both be saving so much time, won't we? You're just a tempered body 3rd stage and will obviously lose. That's right, Yang Kai. Please consider our feelings. We're different from you. Once this fight is over, we still need to resume training. It's the morning bell. 9 times the sun rises from the west, a new day has come. The breathing of everyone suddenly subsided, and the eyes of Yang Kai, who was surrounded by the middle, slowly opened up, carrying the broom in his hand, and glanced at the circle of people around him. Get out of my way. Pick me, I only need a single punch to save us all some time. Pick me, Senior Yang, I promise to go easy on you. Pick me. Pick me. Yang Kai, quickly choose your opponent. Dear brothers, today I have been chosen, so please don't blame me. Lucky bastard. Trial disciple Yang Kai, tempered body 3rd, ordinary disciple Zhou Dingjun, tempered body 5th stage. In Heaven Pavilion, disciples are differentiated as such: core disciple, elite disciple, lower base disciple, ordinary disciple, and finally trial disciple. The core disciples will be chosen from the elite disciples, who will eventually be leading Heaven Pavilion. Zhou Dingjun might be an ordinary disciple, but he has yet to be accepted into other sections. Thank you for the opportunity. In the field, Yang Kai and Zhou Dingjun have already opened their postures. Is that the long punch, a must-learn technique for lower-level disciples? Yang Kai grabbed the attack first, and his thin and frail body broke out with amazing fighting power. He stepped out and made a fist to Zhou Dingjun's chest. The attack was simple and direct, and the fist was alive, as if the strength of one was poured into it. Zhou Dingjun did not panic and smiled. Not waiting for Yang to open the boxing, Zhou Dingjun had already squatted on Yang Kai's forearm, while his knees were slightly lifted up, and Yang's abdomen was in the middle. Yang endured the pain in his heart, his footsteps were wrong, he hurriedly withdrew, and dangerously avoided the third strike that Zhou Dingjun followed. Zhou Dingjun thought that he would turn around and would like to follow the shadows. He wanted to stop Yang's breath and completely end the battle. I know that his forefoot has just moved, and Yang Kai, who is back, has rushed over again. The two figures are approaching quickly. Zhou Dingjun saw the unyielding and high-minded warfare in Yang Kai's eyes. Yang Kai's fist was clenched, and it was another long punch. Crap, I was tricked. It doesn't matter. His punch is actually faster than mine, but his body is all too frail and weak, so I am able to damage him easily. If my level wasn't higher than his, then I would have been the one on the ground. Brother Yang, you let me win. Does he really think that he won? I guess he has never heard of Yang Kai's reputation. This is getting interesting. Didn't I win? I used only one punch to make him fall, so this is a win, right? According to our rules, he should be surrendering because he can no longer fight anymore. Again. This is the leg whip. So, the leg whip can be done this way as well. Again, again, again. This Yang Kai is unbelievable, as long as he doesn't pass out. He will never surrender. I can't believe that I was challenged by a maniac. Are you crazy? If you don't surrender now, you will die. Not waiting for Zhou Dingjun to answer, Yang Kai actually rushed over. Brother. At this point, Zhou Dingjun waved a knife and slashed it on the neck of Yang Kai, who had rushed over. Yang's fierce momentum suddenly dissipated, his eyes lost, and he fell down softly. Seeing this scene, a person standing on the top of a tree in a tree of more than a dozen feet took out a booklet and opened a page with one hand. The book, the trial disciple Yang Kai played against the ordinary disciple Zhou Dingjun, and Zhou Dingjun wins. Heaven Pavilion's Dark Hall is a special task force. It is under the jurisdiction of the Third Elder, and they are to record everything that happens within the walls, including the duels of every disciple. No one needs to worry about not being able to prove their wins and earning contribution points. For, in the shadows, Dark Hall disciples will record them down for you and summarize your monthly records. May 7th century, 15 years old, Yang Kai's 147th challenge defeated. To be defeated continuously for 147th times, there has never been such a record before in Heaven Pavilion. At this rate, he has already been demoted to a mere trial disciple, and his welfare is neglected. Why is he still here? Perhaps this is a man's folly? I don't remember passing out under a tree. Did I end up waking up under a tree? This is weird. Was there even anyone kind enough to drag me over here to the shade? This never happened before. Drag marks. I was dragged here directly with my bleeding injuries. He might as well have left me there. Now I am in more pain. Blood clotting cream, what is this? Blood clotting cream. This medicine costs 10 contribution points in Heaven Pavilion. I can't even afford this by sweeping the floor for a month. This fragrance? This medicine is scented. Although I do not know who helped me, Yang Kai will never forget this deed and will repay him in the future. After calming down, I finished the whole clothes and put the bottle of coagulation paste into my arms. Yang opened the broom on my hand and continued my sweeping work. It has been swept away inside and out, and it has been busy until noon, and today's work is over. With a tired and hungry body, Yang Kai returned to his hut. The injury that was hit in the morning has not been dealt with. Yang Kai can only endure the hunger and then deal with the injury first. Taking off his body in Xingyi, Yang began to wash his body with a basin of water. If someone sees Yang Kai's physical condition on the side, he will be shocked. Yang Kai's body is very weak, skinny, and the ribs and the abdomen are clearly visible. It doesn't seem to have much meat on the body, but it is this malnourished body, but it is everywhere bruises, everywhere scars, almost no place. Uncover the bottle cap and remove some of the bottle from the bottle to be wiped out. He hurriedly took a bowl of water and put the plaster on his finger into the water. Stir well and start treating the injury with this diluted potion. Blood clotting cream is beneficial to physical injuries, but if I dilute it this way, then its effect will be gravely affected. This medicine is so rare to get, I have no choice but to use it carefully like this. The bed was only a table-sized deer skin and it was square. A black stone pillow. This is the whole family of Yang Kai. This black stone is square, 1 foot long and 3 fingers thick. It looks like a stone. Yang Kai doesn't know what it is. This black stone pillow Yang Kai has been fully pillowed for more than a year. In his sleep, Yang Kai was beaten by Zhou Dingjun. This idiot, why won't he just give up? Take this. Zhou Jun evolve. I can even defeat myself, there is no longer anything in this world that I fear anymore. Yang Kai in his sleep did not notice that the black stone pillow that was under his head was actually emitting a deep radiance at the moment. The black stone pillow under Yang Kai's head burst into a black light. This black light swayed from the black stone and swayed in the air. It followed the Yang Kai brain door and drilled into it, disappearing instantly. I actually scared myself out from a dream, this is so silly. What? I've slept for only 2 hours. Why does this black rock seem? Thought it feels different, as if it's lighter now? Strange, how suddenly a stone becomes lighter. Yang Kai throws it away, and this throw suddenly throws a question. It was as if a thick book was thrown into the air, the pages of the book were smashed, and Yang Kai's eyes were stunned and he forgot to reach out. With a slamming sound, the black stone pillow fell to the ground, and Yang Kai still couldn't believe it. He found that the black stone pillow was really spread out on the ground like a book. Is this not a stone? How did it suddenly become a book? It is all empty and it can't be torn easily. I found this black rock when I was hunting in the mountains. I never thought that it was a book. But what is the use of a black book without words? Blood is sighted, the golden body descends, not a miracle, but a golden immortal. These words have a fearful aura to them. After a long silence, Yang Kai opened the black book again. Indomitable spirit, will it descend? Indomitable spirit, will it descend? This black rock turned into a book, is it related to the dream I had earlier? Blood is sighted, the golden body descends. Alright, let's try this. Immediately afterwards, a glimmer of golden light appeared, and Yang Kai tried to keep his mind clear and stared at the movement in front of him. In the black whirlpool, a bright and round, golden thing was gradually rising. Yang Kai was shocked. There is really something on this page. Is it mocking me? How dare a mere skeleton be so arrogant? Yang was furious and grabbed the golden shackles. And the golden cockroach flew over and headed straight through Yang Kai's hand and printed it on Yang's chest. This is a scene of horror, a smashing on Yang Kai, and then the golden light. The golden scorpion directly into a little bit of fluorescence, infiltrated into the pores of Yang Kai's limbs. In an instant, his entire body was in pain. This pain was not the general pain, but the pain from the depths of the bone marrow. Yang Kai screamed and slammed into the ground, and his body was bent into a shrimp-like shape. His own bones seemed to have shattered at this moment, and Yang Kai did not have the strength to move a finger. If Yang Kai can look inside, you can see that your bones are really smashed, and there is a layer of golden light wrapped around each smashed bone, constantly repairing the broken bones. However, the speed of repair is far less than the speed of destruction. Just after the repair is completed, it is crushed again. The horrible screams came out of the hut. This golden immortal intends to take over my consciousness and seize my body. I will never bow down to you. What exactly happened? What on earth was that black book? My body is no longer in any pain. My body feels much stronger than normal. Has my body strengthened? Even, my injuries have disappeared. But I am still a tempered body 3rd stage, there should not be any drastic changes. Where is that black book? Up here. In anxious moments, the body seems to be faintly moving. The next moment, the black book suddenly appeared in front of Yang Kai and fell to the ground. Yang Kai stunned, reaching out and raising his brow. Thinking about it for a moment, his mind was moving, and the black book disappeared from his hand. After another move, the black book appeared again. Is this made from a soul stone? Only when hundreds of millions of ghosts gather in the abyss and with the help of vast amounts of human vitality, will a soul stone be created. Panel 3, since I own this piece of treasure, it means that not only will I be able to easily crush Heaven Pavilion, but I can even defeat every master in this entire world. But I have so little strength now, how am I supposed to guard this treasure? Training. To be stronger, this is the only way for me to protect this treasure. I've traveled so far, endured so much, just to train to be strong after all. Since I've obtained this black book, I might as well make good use of it. It also has so many pages, I am sure it contains even more treasures inside. Proud golden body, tempered body record. Something is entering my mind. So, this is the tempered body record. This kick looks easy, but I don't think it is so. It has a very strict regime to follow and can only be practiced while facing the rising sun in the east. It means I can only train it for half an hour every day. It is so late now, I should get some sleep. It is now before the break of dawn. Yang Kai opened his eyes, and the set of fists and feet in the idea of quenching the body has been practiced countless times, and immediately opened the way. Hands into palms, the movements are gentle and slow, one left and one right forward, and then slammed into the chest, squatting on the chest, smashing everything in the palm of the hand, peddling the land of China, swallowing the sun, the moon, and the stars. Yang Kai's look gradually became dignified, and the slow-moving fists seemed to have been crushed with tens of pounds of boulder, and they could not be opened anyway. With a burst of squeaky sound, Yang Kai's face was white, slammed a bit and almost fell to the ground. That was merely the first 3 steps of the 6 palms instruction. It is not even 1% of the tempered body record and I am already having difficulties being able to continue. I will persist. It has been difficult to sustain. The slamming sound, even from his own spine, made Yang openly think that his bones were broken. Half an hour later, the role of the quenching body has been self-evident, although this also has Yang Kai's own merits. But without this quenching article, Yang Kai believes that he will have at least 3 or 4 months. This feeling of atmosphere. Have I broke through the tempered body 3rd stage and entered the 4th stage? I used 3 years to achieve tempered body 3rd stage, but now, in a mere half an hour, I've broke through. Half an hour to advance by 1 level. This tempered body technique is so effective. A smoky black smoke spurted out of Yang Kai, dirty, straight into the ground, rolling up a layer of smoke. This breath spit out, Yang Kai couldn't help but feel that the whole body was light, and the sense of 5 senses and 6 senses became sharper. Is this the day after tomorrow? Yang Kai was shocked on the spot. The practice of quenching the body, every promotion will discharge the impurities in the body. Is this the impurities from my body? The practice of the tempered body boundary will help to reduce and drain the body of impurities each time. Even though I've experienced this before, but never at this rate. Although I have ranked up with this practice, I have yet to make any real progress in the tempered body record's fist technique. I've only developed 1% of its actual result, so if I can achieve 100% one day, then what will happen? Thanks everyone for watching, please like and subscribe to this channel. This is a motivation for me to try my best to release videos daily. Thank you.